We were traveling in Kingston today when we came upon this massive architectural structure. This building is called the Rogers, and it will be a 20-story luxury residential apartment complex located in the Waterloo area of Kingston. This building currently holds the record for being the tallest building now in Jamaica, but that record will be broken by the Pinnacle Towers there in Montego Bay. We then journeyed into New Kingston, where we discovered this amazing commercial complex being constructed. Today we were in Kingston on a business trip, and we decided to take a drive to see some of the amazing architectural structures currently going up in Kingston. The Kingston metropolitan area is taking a new shape these days thanks to recent increases in the number of high-rise buildings, whether they be residential, commercial, or for mixed use. So there has been many talks over the past 3 to 4 years about constructing a 20-story or more building, but nobody had attempted to start one until now. And this is the new kid on the block right here in front of us. And this is the Rogers. It is 20 stories high, making it the highest building in Jamaica, and it is located here at 24 Waterloo Avenue. So Ripton Contracting Limited is the developer here for this project, and they were the one that completed the multi-story project at 10 Surbiton Road, which was 7 stories high and was a great success, as they have said. And so they are doing this one now on a much bigger scale. So the Rogers was designed with a clean, sleek, contemporary, tropical aesthetic in mind. The exterior features a facade that makes liberal use of glass to maximize the panoramic city views for residents of this 101 apartment units. The apartments will be a mixture of 1 to 3 bedroom units, as well as 4 3-bedroom penthouses. Each of the units will have balcony to take advantage of the expansive views. The 1-bedroom units will range from 700 to 800 square feet. The 2-bedroom units will range from 1400 to 1500 square feet. The 3-bedroom units will range from 200 to 2,100 square feet, and the penthouses will measure around 2,400 square feet. The mixed-use complex also features 2 floors of lifestyle and entertainment space, including a top-of-the-line gym, a luxurious spa, a bar, a pool, a lounging area, and a convenience store. There will also be 2 stories of underground parking and another parking area at road level. The project's contemporary tropical aesthetic is not only for form but for function as well. The design heavily incorporates cross ventilation and passive cooling measures. The inner atrium for ventilation will span from the first floor straight up to the 20th floor. This will allow air to move freely and act as a natural cooling mechanism for this building. So this building is very much advanced, using all of the modern day technologies to keep it cool. Another major aspect of this design is the use of vertical courtyards. These are indented spaces in the eastern face of the building that allow air to come in and actually cool units on the western side. There are 2 vertical courtyards spanning 6 floors each. The design also incorporates solar panels on the roof that will help power the common areas and cut down on the overall energy consumption of this building. Smart security systems will also be a major feature in this building, courtesy of leading-edge technology. These measures will include cameras at strategic locations, especially in the common areas, private security guards manning the lobby area, and controlling access. Residents will only have access to the common areas and their respective floors, courtesy of a smart keycard system. All visitors will have to be logged in, and they will have a separate parking area from the residents. Again, only residents will be able to access their designated parking zones. So while in the New Kingston area, we found this amazing commercial building located on Holborn Road in Kingston, and this building is called the Holborn Offices, right there next to the Indicom offices. It is currently being advertised as being available for rental and is approximately 20,000 square feet, spanning from the first floor to the 4th floor of the building. The amenities include elevator, generator, water tank, fire protection, and prevention systems, 24-hour security, as well as ground floor and basement parking. So overall, in terms of construction in Jamaica and in Kingston, the developers are saying that Kingston is a bit limited in terms of infrastructure, in that people are not living closer to where they work. So they are now using this as a niche now to create this type of options where persons can live closer to the more built up urban spaces. So having high-rise buildings like the Rogers in these major areas like downtown New Kingston and Halfway Tree, this can actually aid in Kingston being a more functional city where people wouldn't have to travel from outside. It allows people to actually function better as traveling takes a toll on them. Of course, luxury apartments are actually tailored or suited for persons of a certain financial standing. They are very expensive, and so only the rich will afford to live in some of these residential luxury high-rise apartments. Safety standards for building in Jamaica were strengthened significantly with the revision of 2 standards aimed at improving building materials for construction. The revised standards were launched recently by the Minister of Industry, Investment and Commerce, Senator Albin Hill, who has responsibility for the regulatory agency, which is the Bureau of Standards Jamaica. The minister explained that the guidelines upheld by the Bureau of Standards are extremely important in ensuring that items produced in the country can meet internationally agreed standards for export. He noted that standards are necessary at every level of the society, from the planning phase to the implementation and post-production.
Jamaica is experiencing a construction boom, with a surge in both residential and non-residential projects, driven by private and public sector initiatives. This boom has led to increased demand for construction services and is a positive indicator of economic recovery and confidence. However, the rapid growth has also brought challenges, including concerns about the quality of demand and the potential for overdevelopment. Key aspects of the boom: increased demand. High-rise developments in Kingston and housing schemes across the island are fueling the demand for construction services. Economic growth. The construction sector is contributing to economic growth, with some reports indicating a significant increase in building applications and sales of construction materials. Investor confidence. The resurgence in construction is seen as a signal of confidence in Jamaica's economy, both short-term and long-term. Mortgage and housing starts. Growth in the construction sector is being driven by housing starts, supported by higher mortgage disbursements. Challenges. Concerns have been raised about whether the quality of demand is keeping pace with the quantity, and about the potential for overdevelopment and environmental impact. Government initiatives. The government is actively involved in supporting the construction sector through initiatives like reducing transaction taxes on real estate and making it easier for developers to access capital. International collaboration. Some Chinese investors are offering expertise and resources to enhance Jamaica's construction sector, including training opportunities for local engineers. Specific examples. Building applications worth $265 billion were submitted in 2022, a 22% increase over 2021. Sales of wholesale construction materials and hardware increased by 65.2%.